was a mess. It was a mess. It was like a puzzle of 100 pieces with 48 of them gone. The lady that you're seeing today is not the lady that I was about 13 and a half years ago. I got married at about the age of 18 to get out of a bad home situation. After I got married, I thought I was with my Prince Charming, the person that was gonna take me away from all this bad stuff. And instead, I jumped out of the pan into the fire. And the abuse became so bad that when it started to spread to my children, I knew I had to get away. Because if I wanted to let somebody beat me, well, that's on me. But when I came home, and because my daughter had done something bad, my ex-husband was straddling her and telling my younger son, Dylan, kick her in the face again, again, again. All I could think about was, that's on me, and I couldn't let it happen again. And about 2.5 months later, my parents flew out from California. We bought a cheap van, loaded up some clothes and my 3 kids, and we drove as fast as we could to get out of the state of Indiana. About 4 months after we'd been here in California, a drunk driver hit my son Dylan. He was a good son, but I knew he wasn't going to survive. I held him in my arms till the paramedics got there. So I had to deal with this issue, and I became what you would call a functioning alcoholic. I went through a 12-step program, and I thought everything was better. And I started self-medicating again. It just so happened I ran into somebody that I had known probably at least 10 years prior to my children being born. And they were full-blown in their addiction. And they were more than willing to share that. More than willing. And I was more than willing to take it because I still couldn't deal with the pain. I was just selling drugs to cover my habit so that it didn't take out of my grocery money and it didn't take away from my children. About 6 months after that, I got picked up at my parents' home in Poway by the DEA and the Poway sheriffs. I think this is probably the best thing that ever happened to me. I was true to my word. I've never been back to jail since then. And I switched over to mental health systems. I went to Kinesis. I told them I'm diagnosed, dual diagnosis. I'm bipolar and I have addiction problems. And I met some really fantastic people. They said, this is what we need to do. This is what we recommend for you. Took the opportunity that they gave me and I ran with it this time. I took my meds. I do not self-medicate. I see the psychiatrist, and I started seeing a psychologist for the first time in my life. Right now, I am and I have attained goals that I never thought that I ever could in the past. Every day when I get up and open my eyes, I have another chance to do something for myself, my family, or someone else that I know. My future is bright, successful, and endless.